Henry keeps losing me my fantasy games and I don't know what to do.
Get back to fucking work. It's time to get back to work.
So here are my top 24 running back rankings for week 5. 24 is Woody Marks. He had a huge game against the Titans with 21 touches, but it's going to be interesting to see if he does that again against the Ravens. 23 is Alvin Kamara. It's been a really rough start to the season, and if Kendrick keeps stealing work, you need to panic. 22 is Kenneth Walker. Zach Charbonnet is stealing work, and you do need to panic. 21 is Trey Benson. Yes, it wasn't great without James Conner, but I think he's in for a much bigger week against the Titans, and I think you should buy low. 20 is J.K. Dobbins. He has been such a pleasant surprise. He's been very consistent, and you need to keep him in your lineup. 19 is Jordan Mason. He wasn't great this past week, and now he's got a really difficult matchup against the Browns. 18 is Travis Etienne. He is coming off a huge week, but he's playing against the Chiefs, and they just shut down Derrick Henry, and I'm a little scared. 17 is Breece Hall. It was a solid game against the Dolphins, and now I think he's going to have an even bigger game against the Cowboys, who are allowing the 6th most points to running backs. 16 is Javonte Williams. With CeeDee Lamb gone, he had his most carries of the entire season, and he's a pivotal part of this Cowboys offense. 15 is Derrick Henry. I think we might be watching the fall-off happen. I don't love the matchup against the Texans, and this is starting to get bad. 14 is David Montgomery. Yes, it was a bad week, but now he's playing against the Bengals, and they're allowing the 2nd most points to running backs. 13 is Chuba Hubbard. He's playing against the Dolphins. Their run defense sucks, and I think he's in for a big day. 12 is Quinshon Judkins. He's the number 1 offensive weapon for the Browns, and he's getting to a point where he's almost matchup-proof. 11 is Cam Skattebo. 27 touches in week 4. Now he's playing against the Saints. It's a great matchup. He's in for a big week. 10 is Ashton Genty. He has finally arrived. He was the RB1 this past week, and now he's got a decent matchup against the Colts, and I think he'll be good once again. 9 is Kyren Williams. This is a bounce-back game for him against the Niners. In both of the games he played against them last year, he had over 100 yards. 8 is Bucky Irving. His involvement in the Buccaneers offense is major, and if he keeps getting 20-plus touches, he's going to be a top 10 guy. 7 is Saquon Barkley. He's slowly moving down my rankings. He hasn't had a big explosive game this year, and I don't think he's going to have one this week against the Broncos. 6 is James Cook. I hate the matchup against the Patriots, but he has over 100 yards and a touchdown in 3 straight games. 5 is Amarian Hampton. He's coming off 2 big games in a row, and now he's got a great matchup against the Commanders, who just allowed the Falcons to have 125-plus rushing yards. 4 is Jonathan Taylor. He didn't get in the end zone this past week, but I like the matchup against the Raiders. 3 is Devon Achane. No Tyreek Hill and a good matchup against the Panthers. He should be in for a big day. 2 is Christian McCaffrey. Ricky Pearsall isn't playing. Brock Purdy might not play, and he's 100% going to be the biggest weapon on this offense. And my number 1 running back for week 5 is Jahmyr Gibbs. He's playing against the Bengals, and he's going to have a humongous day. A bada bing, a bada boom, baby.